We're preparing to start our final planet, which is Korriban.
We've hit the ground. This is Korriban. Why would one of the Jedi you're looking for come here?
It seems quiet. Just the wind. But deep beneath the surface, you can feel the pain of what took place here. There's great power in this place, for those who can hear its call.
There is much that would draw a Jedi to this place. The resting grounds of the ancient and more recently departed Sith contain many teachings believed lost. The most likely place to find our lost Jedi is the ruins of the old academy.
Do you think there are any living Sith here?
As lifeless as it seems, the dark side is very strong here. The Sith Lords would not ignore such a powerful place. There is much that can be learned, even here.
Let's head out.
If you walk Korriban's surface, you shall walk it without me.
Why won't you come with me?
I cannot. This place is strong with the dark side. It is difficult to center myself here. Korriban holds few secrets from me, but much that you should learn.
We will stay here and keep the engines primed in case we need to leave quickly.
I will remain here and meditate. Our link remains. I shall contact you and provide guidance when needed.
The academy is on the other side of this valley. Be careful.
Dark energy fills these ruins, and even the fallen Sith live still.
Pattern or visit or disciple. I'm somewhat interested in taking disciple with me. Again, just because he hasn't been doing really anything.
The structures you see around you are the plundered tombs of the ancient Sith Lords. Each tomb was once infused with the history and heritage of the old Sith Empire, containing great mysteries and powerful relics of the Force. However, even the many traps could not long hold back the curious, the fools, and the weak. And so these tombs fell, spilling their secrets into the hands of those unable to comprehend or preserve them.
What could you use with the armor? Energy resistance. Stun. But at least stasis. I don't think destroyed droids is something I would be interested in. Well, there aren't many things that we could take. I guess I'll go with the stasis. Or energy resistant. No, I'll take strength +5, thank you. He is very, very good. Myra is the suckiest of the sucking. I don't think we can gain access to here. No.
Ahead lies the tomb of Naga Sadow, successor to Marka Ragnos, and the Sith Lord responsible for nearly conquering the Republic in the Great Hyperspace War a millennia ago.
Tell me more.
More recently, this tomb was where Revan confronted Uthar Vin, the leader of the Sith Academy. When Revan left Korriban, the Sith Academy was thrown into turmoil. With their leader gone, many fought for the right to rule. And so, the Sith here turned on each other, resulting in the carnage you can see covering the surface of this valley.
Yeah, a lot of dead skeletons at least.
Before you is the tomb of the great Sith Lord, Marka Ragnos, a half-breed who possessed tremendous strength, both physically and in the Force. Ragnos held power for over a century, using his cunning to turn his enemies against each other. His death left a great vacuum of power. We're standing close to the spot where Naga Sadow first confronted Ludo Kresh to vie for domination of the Sith. Their struggle nearly resulted in a civil war that would have torn the Sith apart before they ever threatened the Republic.
It sounds like civil wars are common among the Sith.
Yes, it is the way of the Sith. They must continually test their strength against each other, even if it means destroying themselves.
So what happened between Sadow and Kresh?
As fate would have it, a pair of hyperspace explorers from Sinagar landed on Korriban. Naga Sadow manipulated the Sith into believing they were a sign of impending Republic invasion. This fear resonated with many Sith who were discontent with the lack of expansion of the Sith Empire during the reign of Marka Ragnos. Thus, Naga Sadow became Ragnos' successor. The broken corpses before you are all that remain of the Sith on Korriban. I doubt there is much to be gained from looting these bodies. It would be best to leave them be.
Me not loot? That's impossible. Health package.
Fool! You've disturbed the spirits of this place, and they have sent their guardians.
What are these guardians?
Hissis are semi-intelligent beasts, corrupted and strengthened by prolonged exposure to the dark side. As creatures of the Force, they have a limited ability to mask their presence. Hissis are drawn to suffering and carnage. They must have fed on all the corpses left over from the war here on Korriban. The angry phantoms of the Sith, too weak to influence the sentient, have taken these Hissis as thralls to their will.
That's another one for me.
It's a giant lizard. Fucking.
That's another one for me.
Defend yourself!
Oh, they're not that dangerous. Craft Holy Battlesuit. Iotran Braceman armor. Yeah, there's a... He's surrounding us again. Ah, that's crap. What about the other one? Iotran... yeah, it's scrap too. Well, it's not bad, but it's not useful for us anymore.
This was the tomb of Tulak Hord, known as the greatest lightsaber duelist of the Sith Lords. His skill was considered remarkable even in his time, when many true lightsaber masters lived.
What made him so good?
That is unknown, but supposedly he created a holocron to teach his technique to other Sith. The holocron would have been laid to rest in his tomb. Unfortunately, Tulak Hord's tomb was among the first penetrated by the grave robbers of the new Sith Order. If the holocron has survived, I doubt anyone living would know its location. This way leads to the tomb of Ajanta Paul, a fierce Sith Lord. According to legend, the blade proved more fearsome than the Master, leading to his demise. Ajanta's dark spectre lived on through the centuries until Revan entered the Sith Lord's tomb in search of the blade. Revan calmed the angry ghost of Ajanta Paul and showed him the path back to the light.
You sound like you disapprove.
One who has fallen so far and done so much evil does not deserve redemption. In a way, such a turning from one's nature is cowardly, a betrayal of the self.
I don't really have an opinion on him. And I think I might lose influence with Kreia if I have too much of an opinion here. I'm in an okay place with Kreia. I don't need more, I'm afraid of losing what we have. So let's move on.
Here, you can just barely see the Sith archaeologists' efforts to uncover relics of the ancients. The new Sith Order sought to progress quickly by finding objects of power. I can only imagine what was lost forever due to the carelessness of these excavators. Now the excavation has been almost completely undone by 5 years of wind and sand. So does Korriban protect its secrets.
Gel shape belt. Force resist plus 14. That's quite a lot. Jalshay Mentor, Jalshay Advisor. Plus 4 to all saves dexterity. Force resist. I'm not quite sure what force resist really affects. Is it just the mind control abilities, or is it everything that's all force powers? +4 all saves versus, because it's clearly not saves. Yeah, so what the hell did we have? It's different from saving throws, and I don't know how.
That's another one for me.
Maybe I
That's
do.
another one for me.
I don't know what it does, but there's a similar mechanic in D&D, and it's called spell resistance. It doesn't. It's totally separate from saving throws. Saving throws are something that when someone casts something at you, you counter or mitigate the effects. That's saving throws. Spell resistance is something that you test to see if the force used can act on you at all. But it's something like I think it's percentage based, so something like 14% chance of the ability not working on you at all. And that's not exactly a great. It's a great ability, but it's much better to have extremely high saving throws. You're basically immune to almost all of the negative effects at that point, and you'll take something like half damage from all abilities. PCs.
Unnecessary observation. Targets require annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communication, recitation, and bring about the termination of hostilities.
Ah, what crappy loot. Crappy, crappy, crappy. We need new powers. I don't think we really need new powers. We could take new food, revitalize. I don't think that's all that useful. Let's take it. Let's take it to the conclusion.
Please tell me we aren't going in there.
The valley we just came from was full of dark energy, but this cave is darker still.
There is great power and dark energy within this cave. I would advise you to finish your explorations within the academy before venturing into the cave.
Let's go to the academy then. Goats. Space goats, I'm sorry.
That's another one for me.
The hairs on the back of my neck is standing up. You sure we need to go in there?
These Takada were once trained to serve the Sith here.
You can expect more than these beasts within the academy. Be prepared.
It's not like I can do anything else to prepare myself.
She is here. Find her.
Okay, at least the Sith assassins don't use lightsabers, so there's some benefit in using abilities that protect from normal weapons. Yeah. These two KOTOR are getting to be a major obstacle in our hunt for Sith holocrons. We've been trying to use our stealth generators to sneak past them, but then some fool bumped into one of them wandering around and got himself eaten. Now the taste of fresh blood has driven the damned beasts wild. Deadly to KOTOR.
Let's move out. Stand back. Easy.
Yeah, frag grenades, because those are so useful. Okay, Sith Academy Student Terminal. Enter student identification. Yeah, bypass login, manually create ID. Your new student ID is... ah, shit. Memorize your ID. Losing your user ID may result in disciplinary actions. Am I really supposed to memorize this, or is this a joke? Ah, thank God. Computer skill allows you to use the proper identification without any knowledge. Due to the absence of a headmaster, we have switched to an automated training system until further notice. Use command. Access learning material. Level 1 access granted. Take level 1 written test. The level 1 test contains 5 questions. At the end of the test you will be told how many questions you answered correctly. To proceed to level 2 you must correctly answer 4 questions. It's recommended that you study the learning material in the library before proceeding. We get to go back to school! That would be more fun, really.
Stand back. Easy. It's another one for me.
I do like the fact that ranged weapons are actually good in this game. The first one they really weren't. Okay, now to the new students. In the absence of many Sith Master, basic training has been automated. To begin using the training system, access the nearest student terminal and enter new recruit. Create a new user ID. If you encounter any difficulties, solve them yourself. Students who are too weak to be self-reliant will soon fail you. It's like the attitude is like in a hostile forum. Let me Google that for you, attitude. Do it yourself or get bailed out.
Stand back.
It's sort of odd to me. I mean, if you don't like to help, just don't. Ooh, energy resist 15! Holy crap! 15 versus dark side, restricted to light side. That's a good roll. Very good.
Something you need of me?
Ready?
Oh. Two Twilight Cops. This is the work log of a Twi'lek treasure hunter. Of interest is the last entry. IJ thinks I'm wasting my time, but I will make it past this damn door, even if I have to blow it to bits with the thorium charges. We were sent here for the holocrons, and I refuse to be the only one to return empty-handed.
The lightsaber was used to fuse this door shut.
When someone goes through this much trouble to seal a door, it usually means there's something important on the other side.
Yeah, heavily reinforced door has been fused shut.
Something you need of me?
I'm good to go.
It probably means we can't lightsaber our way through it. But if we explode it open, we even have thorium charges, it'll probably destroy everything inside, or at least some of it.
At last, it's action.
You have left me an opening!
That's another one for me.
Thorium charges. Okay. Contractors, read this first. Use the thorium charges in this locker only as a last resort to clear a blocked door. This structure is very old and unstable, and the cave-ins could damage or destroy the artifact we were sent here to collect.
Stand back. Easy.
Thorium charges.
Something you need of me?
Ready?
So now we can get past the door, but and there's the boss. We don't really have demolitions even. Error. Primary buffer overflow. Data corrupted. Yeah, secondary buffer. Key buffer overflow. Rewire key buffer to the secondary buffer. Holocrons. The Academy contains a large collection of Sith holocrons. Basic holocrons containing a variety of historical and training information have recently been made available to students in the library. Sith Code. Peace is a lie, there's passion, through passion I gain strength, through strength I gain power, through power I gain victory, through victory my chains are broken. Flora and fauna. History of Sith. We change the group here. Oh, and we can't leave here either. Okay. I think we now should have everything we need to bypass the level 1 written test. There was the computer. Take the level 1 written test. Which of the following Sith lords does not possess a tomb on Korriban? Read an ad. Question 2. A number of Sith lords conducted the burial ritual of the great Marker Ragnos. The ritual required all Sith lords in attendance to be evenly spaced in a perfect circle. Ludo Kresh led the ritual from the coveted 6th position, directly opposite to Simus in the 16th position. How many Sith lords conducted the burial ritual? Huh? And there's an even number, actually. Or is there? So, what? How many Sith lords conducted the burial ritual? I guess the 2 is sort of, if you're going for the trick answer, that only the 2 guys led the ritual. But I don't think that is, because the text only says that one Sith, I mean, Ludo Kresh led the ritual. So, if we go by that, it should be only one. How many Sith lords conducted the... So it won't be 2. Directly opposite on the 16th, so... Difference between the 6th and the 16th. Would be what? 20. Which of the following creatures would be the least suitable pet for Sith Master? I have no idea. Let's go with this is I have no idea. Which of the following statements is not a paradox? I'll likely fail this. I don't really know the answer to many of the questions, and I need at least 4 to get it right. So, okay, which of the following statements is not paradox? Paradox. Student teaches his instructor, who teaches his student. So, why would that be a paradox? Statement is false. I always lie. To be powerful, one must have an army. To have an army, one must be powerful. Is no the answer to the question? No. Okay. These are all some sort of big sentences, but one of them is not a paradox. Is no the answer to the question? No. Yes. No. Yes. Yeah, but I'm not sure if that's a paradox. This statement is false. I always lie. So I always lie is you always lie, that you can say I always lie. This statement is false. What statement? That doesn't seem like a paradox to me. You're not saying anything with that. It's not false or true. Yeah, these are all sort of some kind of a logical work, but I don't think they're all paradoxes. They're just this statement is false. Why would it be false? I'll pick 3 because I don't get how a statement like this is just false or true. It's just a goddamn statement. It's not exactly the same. It's sort of a variation from the I always lie. But with I always lie, you are making a claim. Which this statement is false. It's not in the same way. Okay, what the statement if it is false doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I'll go with 3. Path to breaking chains is passion, strength, power, victory. How much did we get? 3 out of 5. I need access to training. But I only got the
Something you need of me?
Sith code out of there. Maybe I need to do something else to get access to the rest of the material. Is this locked?
Stand back. Easy.
It just doesn't lead anywhere. Lovely. Yeah, thanks game. Ah, Sith assassins.
You have left me an opening! Together then!
I am listening. Opened.
Ready? Stand back. Easy.
This battle is joined! You have left me an opening!
Stand back. A little harder than I thought. Stand back. Easy.
Trash, trash, trash.
Stand back. Easy.
Improved automation gloves. Dexterity +5, demolitions +6, repair +4. Now let's try those. We might need demolitions when we set up the thorium charges. I don't know if we do, but Myra is definitely the best one to give it a go. I'm not going to load the game to come here with a different group of people just to get through the door. Okay, history of the Sith. It seems that the Sith cause is the only thing we can access here. So we're just going to have to... No, we're going to open the door now. There might be the additional information we need. I don't want to... I can guess maybe of one or two maybe, but I don't want to guess most of the goddamn options. Genosian electrostab. Oslook's gloves. That's the Genosian electrostab. That's electrical damage. Yeah, there might have been another way to gain access to this place. I guess we'll just have to play the little game here, although maybe the point of playing this was to gain access to there without blowing it up. That's certainly an option. Dexterity +5. Now that we've blown open the door, we might as well try to explore the rest of the place. Yeah, I think we wasted the opportunity there. Gas.
Poison.
Together then! You have left me an opening!
I am listening.
Good to go.
Locked. Okay, we do need to finish it, otherwise we can progress. And we basically know the code. That's 1 out of 5. That's what we know. Well, we can do this. Let's try. Four out of 5 questions correct. Access training room. Ah, lovely. Luckily, we didn't have to try it too many times. So most of the options we took were correct. Yeah, we don't need to finesse. What do we need? Don't really need anything. I guess advanced Jedi defense. It's not going to be of much use, but we need abilities usable with armor. Stun. Yeah, we're not getting any influence with Myra. Not at all. So I think we'll just let her be what she is. Starving to KOTOR.
Let's move out.
You want to kill them? Access system commands. Error. Yeah, begin training. kill everything. Yeah.
That's another one for me. Let's take care of this fast.
Training complete. Processing result. Fail. Time lapse. Interaction. Unacceptable performance for level 16 student. Report to detention room for disciplinary action.
I am ready.
I'm good to go.
Lona Vash. I heard stories of her.
I think the body was left here as a message to us.
She was a member of the Jedi Council. This is the journal of Master Lona Vash. I found the Sith that I came to Korriban looking for. I am no fool, but I fell neatly into their trap. Their leader, Darth Sion, is a perversion of the dark side such as I have not seen before. Though he was cunning enough to capture me, he seems otherwise to be a volatile brute, and therefore should be easily coerced. If I keep my wits about me, I have no doubt I will escape this situation. Before I was captured, I managed to create a system account under my name on the console in the room here that will allow me to open the door back to the level. And the lightsaber. Okay. Access system commands. Go back. Schedule disciplinary action. Nothing happened. Open front door.
I am ready.
I'm good to go.
Yeah, I think it's time for you to level up. We need melee proficiency and melee specialization. We can't get melee specialization. Touch. More range weapon abilities then, I guess. We're using a blaster rifle, so let's buff that. Yep, that's pretty much all we can do. We could go with more health though. Targeting 7. +7 to attack bonus. Yeah. More life. Yeah, we'll take that. It'll help us against the really tough enemies. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Stealth unit, anything that gives more dexterity would be welcome. There is none, so. A rebreather mask. It's not breath mask. Poison, immunity, constitution, and regeneration. It's quite a bit better. Yeah, she's not bad at all. Yeah, come on, don't be stuck there.
I have been poisoned.
Come on.
I have been poisoned.
Come on. Why are you stuck there, you piece of crap?
I have been poisoned.
Okay, he's going from being poisoned to being poisoned to being poisoned. Loser.
I have been poisoned.
Did you come here for answers? There are none. The call of Korriban is strong, but it is the call of the dead. I have studied you, immersed myself in you. I know the paths you walked in exile. I know your teacher. I know the fires that raged upon the Ducks and Moon while the Republic died around you. You know war, you know battle, and I know of Malachor. You know what it means to be broken. The one who travels with you will destroy you, as she did me. I can end it before it begins.
What does Kreia want with me?
She clings to hope that perhaps she can train one as great as her first. She is a fool who escaped death once. She will not do so again.
What do you want with her?
I want her to die and see all that she has built cast down, all that she holds dear in shards at her feet.
How do you know her? Well, she was his teacher, naturally.
I know her as an apprentice knows their master, and as a master knows an apprentice. I want her.
Yeah. I will not let you harm her.
But you do not know her as I do. You have not survived her teachings as I have, and you have not bested her in battle as I have. You are nothing. Yet still she walks with you, is willing to sacrifice herself for you. You are a wretched thing, a thing of weakness and fear. You are her apprentice in name only. I am the master. And that is why you will die.
You can't win against him. But we have to defeat him before we can get the hell out.
I am ready.
That's another one for me.
He's very dangerous. He basically regenerates constantly full health. That's his thing.
That's another one for me.
Sire, he cannot be defeated. He is not a beast of flesh and blood. This is not a battle that can be won. Flee.
Yep, thanks for the tip.
There will be another time, but it is not now. Not here, while Korriban runs through him.
Do not harm her. I command it. She has earned this. She and I will meet again.
The Scion character, it's very cool, but it doesn't really make much sense. Because even just a slash with a lightsaber would basically permanently destroy a significant weight of your body. You can't just recreate that out of nothing, no matter how powerful you are on this force. Sure, if it was some kind of slash, broken bones, things like that, I would totally get behind that. But cut the head in half, for example. How are you gonna regenerate that? Cut it from the body. Are you gonna grow up a new one? It's. I guess the intention is that he's good enough that you can't cause him serious, deadly wounds, and all the wounds you can cause him are minor enough that he can recover from them almost instantly. But it just, the game doesn't convey it all that well, so you have to go out of your way to explain it all, and that's always a bad sign. He should be very resistant to lightsabers, or something that you could always sort of do a little bit of paper cuts on him to get his health down, and he would then just regenerate, not even from full health directly, but in a way that you can see that you can do some damage. But after you drop him to like 2/3 health, the regeneration kicks in, and it's impossible to fight through that. Something like that. To give you an idea that although you can damage him, you can't really get a lethal blow on him, and everything you can do onto him, he can recover. Something like that, to give the player in the game mechanical sense to feel that the guy might be somewhat fit into the game world. But if you can cause those massive injuries on him, basically drop him from full health to almost dead in a second or two, and then he just blimps into full health, suddenly it feels like a game mechanic. Latent game mechanics, to the point that it starts bothering you. Yeah, I think I'll stop here. The cave is a significant area on its own, so I don't want to just leave it at the end of the Korriban exploration. Is probably the more important part of the Korriban than facing Scion and the Academy, so it deserves to be on its own.